in number 12, we have an A of 2. That's going to be a vertical stretch of 2. The base of the log is 1/2. And there is no horizontal stretch or shrink. There's no reflections in the x or y axis. No horizontal translation, but there is a vertical translation up 3 units. So the C is 1 and H is equal to 0. So the anchor points of the log graph are 1, 0, b, comma 1, and 1 over b, comma negative 1. So the anchor points for the parent graph of the log base 1/2 of x are 1, 0, 1/2, comma 1, and then the reciprocal of 1/2 is 2, comma negative 1. Okay, for the vertical stretch, we're going to multiply each of these y coordinates by the a value, which is 2. So we'll have the points 1, 0, 1/2, comma 2, and then 2, comma negative 2. Okay, dividing each of the x's by 1 is going to keep those values all the same, so we just slide them across. Then we're going to add 0 to each of those x values, which won't change them, so we'll just slide across. And then that vertical translation of 3 adds 3 to each of the y values, so we'll have 1, comma 3, 1/2, comma 5, and 2, comma 1. Okay, so our transformations are a vertical stretch of 2 and a translation up 3 units. So that's going to keep the vertical asymptote. Since there was no horizontal translation, that vertical asymptote is going to stay right along the y-axis, which is the equation x equals 0. The domain is starting at that 0 of the vertical asymptote non-inclusive and heading to positive infinity. The range is all real numbers. And if we plot these 3 transformed points, we'll plot a point at 1, comma 3, at 1/2, comma 5, so that's approaching the asymptote, and then 2, comma 1. And then if we were to put in a 4 for the x to find an additional guide point, then that would be 2 log base 1/2 of 4 plus 3, and the log base 1/2 of 4 would be negative 2, and then negative 4 plus 3 is negative 1. So the point 4, negative 1 is on the graph. 1, 2, 3, 4, negative 1. Okay, if I want to find another guide point, I might put in an 8 for the x. Then I'd have 2 log base 1/2 of 8 plus 3. And that would be 2 times negative 3 plus 3. That's negative 6. Plus 3 is negative 3. So the point 8, negative 3 is also on the graph. And then I would come along that vertical asymptote and bend through these anchor points that were transformed, and that would be the sketch of the curve.